Isn't weight just the coolest? What up, it's Brandon here. Welcome back to Blading News, your #1 rollerblading news source. This episode is brought to you once again by the coolest way to grind outside of rollerblading, Skids grind plates. And this is a product that's a grind plate that can strap to any shoe. It lets you do grinds on almost every surface. So if you ever want to do some grinds, but maybe the weather's too bad to skate, or you're just sick of grinding on skates, you want to try something new, you should definitely get some Skids grind plates, especially because they support this channel directly, which is super nice of them. So yeah, check them out. They'll be linked in the description. But anyway, as always, let's just roll into it with some industry news. And the first story I want to talk about today is a pro rollerblader actually earning a good amount of money. So in case you missed it, Shiro won a competition recently and came away with 10 million yen. Now that translates to just over 90k US dollars, which is absolutely amazing. The competition that he won is called Extreme Sports Super League. It's not just rollerblading, obviously, with that kind of prize money. It's got skateboarding, BMXing and stuff in it as well. But yeah, he came away with first with this absolutely amazing run. I actually saw the run via Richie on his Instagram, and I think it captures it better than just the raw upload that people have been showing. The winning run that he does is so sick. You can really tell that just with every trick that he perfectly lands, it just adds on top of each other. He stacks up the how juiced he is, and it just comes away so strong in this line. Soichiro has always skated absolutely perfect, and this run just proves it. Every trick is just so sick, and he well and truly deserved that 90k. Roman and Abrate got second in that comp, followed by Atkinson in third. There was a bunch of people that actually came out today, including Frank and Morales. So huge congratulations to all of them. And I'm so glad to see that at least one pro skater is earning a good salary from rollerblading this year. And let's hope that grows from there and that more people get paid a good wage. So congratulations, guys. In other news, I'm sure all your rollerblading friends have tagged you in this on Facebook, but there's a petition going around to add a Rollerblade Emoji to the iPhone. So obviously, we all know this struggle we've had where the only emoji we've had, the closest emoji we've had to a rollerblade is an ice skate. So everyone's just wanting to get one in there, and there's a petition, change.org petition. They don't really do anything, but we should all sign it anyway, so go check the link in the description and sign that thing. Now let's pray that we get a rollerblading emoji. In some other news, there's a couple of cool things going on community-wise. The first one I want to bring your attention to is the Book of Grinds. So if you don't know, the Book of Grinds is a non-profit website that teaches people how to aggressive rollerblade. It's got animated screenshots explaining and showing what each grind is called and how it looks, and it's a really useful tool for teaching people how to skate. Now the reason I'm talking about this today is because they just released their 3.0 update, and what they did here is they updated all the graphics online. It looks pretty cool, so I definitely recommend checking that out. It'll be linked in the description, especially if you're not sure on the name of all the tricks or you're looking for some new tricks to learn. It's the best tool for it. And some other community news. One of my favorite YouTube channels here for rollerblading, 30 and Rolling, just announced he's doing a new community challenge. Similar to Law's Back to Blading community challenge, it's going to be doing a community edit. The big difference here is there's no certain trick that he wants you to do. He just wants you to send in whatever trick you want. The best one you got, or the coolest trick you got, send it in, and I'm sure he's going to make it look amazing. So I can tell by watching his videos that he really puts the time into his edits. So I'm excited to see where that goes, and hopefully I can get a clip in before we run out of time. I haven't been able to get out and skate now for a long time now. It sucks. But anyway, you should definitely check that out. That'll be linked in the description as well. And that's it for industry news. So as always, let's move on to everyone's favorite part of the show, product news. First up, we've got a new wheel, but this is a very exciting wheel, and the reason for that is it is a pro wheel for Acosta blades. This wheel is made by Tougher, so you know it's going to be a good wheel. It's 60 millimeters and 88A, meaning it's a grippy wheel, it's black, it's simple looking, and you can't really go wrong with this wheel. Right now it's only in pre-orders, so if you order it, you're not going to get it shipped to you till March 15th. That's when they're expecting. Could be later, usually is later, but yeah, you should definitely go buy some of them. Support Josh, he's been killing it, helping the community so much. All his videos are just so well done. He's got a real way of explaining how to skate that no one else has. And I'm so glad that Tough is getting behind him. It's really cool to see a brand getting behind this new wave of rollerblader that isn't just, your pro skater doing crazy tricks. It's the whole, the YouTube rollerbladers. I don't know what I mean by that, but it's so cool. Shout out to Tougher. That's a really, really cool move for them to make. And congratulations to the Acostas, because it's so cool. I'm going to definitely try to get that wheel as soon as I can. Hopefully they don't sell out before I can get some money for it. In other news, ISPO happened, and in case you weren't able to go, This is Sol posted a really in-depth video of him going around the whole event, going to every stall to do with rollerblading, and he has a particular insight on it because he owns a skate shop, so he knows everyone there. He's got the inside scoop, so I really recommend checking out that video. But just some takeaways I got from that. First up, we saw some smaller Aeon boots, which could be good for some kids, which is really cool. I'm glad USD is expanding their sizing like that, so that we got more options for kids. Also new from USD, we got this new Chris Farmer boot, looking super Chris Farmer with this grey and purple, which is super unique. No skates are like that, and I'm pretty sure it's a suede boot, which is good because the suede boots are really good generic standard skate. So yeah, that's cool. Shout out to USD. Also, this is a really bad source, but someone did message me on Instagram and telling me that in a live stream that Montre did, he was talking about a new skate they're making for him, which makes sense because he's been killing it recently, and I don't know why USD wouldn't make Montre some more pro skates. So yeah, I guess we've got to stay tuned for a new Montre pro skate. But yeah, that's not a very official source, so take my word on it, okay? Also in this video, we got another look at the new Nils Fifth Element Breeze skate. And in all the footage, it looks very black and white, a lot less blue and white than it does in the product pictures. In the video, Evo says that they are black and a lot less blue, and it's just how the pictures it came out. So if you were on the fence about getting them and were mad that they were blue and white, they might not be as bad as you think. They might be a lot more black and white than you think. If you look at all the footage of Nils, and they do look pretty black and white. So who knows? This is why we need skate shops, right? So you can actually see the product before you buy it. But I know it's really interesting. I definitely recommend checking out the whole video by This Is Sol to get all the insights and all the new stuff coming out, because there's a lot. We also got some detectives noticing that John was rolling some 909s with some grey frames, and they were putting it out there that maybe it's a new youth frame or a new them frame in grey. But I think because of this Instagram post on the them official page, I think he was just riding some solar frames. Although in this really pixelated screenshot that we got, there's no way to tell. It doesn't really look like a solar frame. So yeah, who knows? Maybe there's a new frame coming. It would make sense for John to bring out a frame with a skate so he can sell a complete skate. But who knows? He's already made enough new stuff, right? And also these skates in the them official post look so good, man. They look super robot-y. I don't know, they look really good with the solar frames. And finally, we got another teaser of the new Symmetrical Aluminum Frame. And this picture really confuses me. I assume it's looking from the top of the frame down at like the H block, like the top of it. And it looks like it's a metal frame surrounded by plastic, which is really interesting to me, because that would kind of give you the best of both worlds, where you'd have a really responsive aluminum frame, but you can still skate everything you normally can like a plastic frame. So I'm really excited to see this frame come out at Winter Clash. So I guess we have to wait and see. And that's it for product news. So let's move on to my favorite part of the show, media you should check out. First thing I want to link to is an Instagram post going into the history of the K2 skates. Now this guy puts out picture feeds of history of like every skate there is. He's going through them all, and they're all really interesting. So if you aren't following him, I definitely recommend following him. We also got this absolutely crazy trick done at Rye at a competition done by Eric, where he does, I think it's a fish stall or it's a porn stall, to fakie on the vert wall. I'm telling you, as someone who's been to that skate park, that is absolutely ridiculous. I could barely roll up that wall. I'm pretty sure when I rolled up at one time, I fell to flat, and it was very scary. So I'm so impressed by this and all the other clips coming from this event, because they make that park look so much easier than it is in real life. It's such a hard park, so insane. We also got this video from Jack again, cruising the streets, making urban skating look so fun. And I'm telling you, this kind of skating is going to make rollerblading pop off again. I can feel it. Shout out to Jack. We also got this vlog from Rob and some Aussie boys over in the centre of where the Contravirus started. Now they've been stranded over there for a little while, and they've got the chance to go out and skate because they had nothing else to do. Now that's really cool because no one's out, obviously, because everyone's quarantined, so all the skate spots you have no problems. But it's also a really cool insight into what's happening over there. I'm pretty sure they just got evacuated a few days ago, so hopefully they're all good. Thinking of you guys, but definitely check out their video if you haven't seen it. And Nils already released a promo for his new Breeze skate, and it's so cool. It's got the perfect mix of the standard definition shots with HD shots and a whole lot of crazy skating. This one line just looks like it's straight out of a video game, man. And then he one-ups it straight after that. It's like Damn Nils, man. Stuff like this is why Nils has got to be one of my favorite skaters. In case you ran out of podcasts, we got this really cool podcast featuring Kevon, or Biz, as you know him from This Week in Blade, where he's on the Blade or Die podcast, and he's just talking about, they dive into the behind the scenes of This Week in Blade and how he makes it. And I find it really interesting, and I'm sure you will too, so you should definitely go check it out. It'll be linked in the description. Another good video to check out is the top 10 most iconic rollerblading clips by Roll Minnesota. This video is really cool. It actually brought a few clips that I completely forgotten about, and some that I had never seen before. Taking a trip down memory lane with why we all started rollerblading, because of these absolutely insane tricks. And you should definitely go check that out, because I wonder what number one is, right? If you think he missed one of the most iconic clips, you should definitely link it in his comment section so you can make another one, because this is so cool, man. And finally, we got this mini doco on the most genuine nice guy in rollerblading that we have, B-Free. Now, this was made by Butter TV, and it is a masterpiece, man. It's really well put together. It's got some cool skating in it, and it really dives into everything B-Free is about. And that dude is so cool and so nice, and he really represents rollerblading well. It's definitely worth a watch. You should check it out. This video, along with everything else I just talked about, will be linked in the description. So if you want to go see it without me in the way, before you comment and tell me to make myself smaller, go check the original posts and give them a view, because they deserve it. And that's it for Blade News. But as always, this is Blade News, and I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on everything I talked about today. So let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be talking to you. If you wanted to support the show, you should buy the official Blade News mug, hat, stickers, or you can subscribe. That helps just as much. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Huge shout out to my patrons: Acosta Blades, Adam, Kevin, Chris, Deb, Dennis, Fabian, Joel, Lake Brothers Blading, Mark, Mike, Nathaniel, Sean, Skids Grind Plates, Sweet Moves, Tuggy, and the Book of Grinds. And I'll see you all with my next video. Peace out.